2013. Especially, I congratulate the entire team consisting of Srinivasulu, then Gautam, Venkatachalam, as rightly said by our Jafarullah Sahab, and many other people who have worked day and night for about 20, 30, 20, 25 days. I really congratulate everybody, and I also congratulate the participants who have won the awards. And thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. On this occasion of 2-day Techno-Cultural Fest, I now invite our correspondent, sir, Dr. P. Rajeshwar Reddy, to speak on this occasion.
And our senior administration sitting on the dais, Professor Venugopal Reddy garu, Dr. Padmaja garu, our Bhishma Pitamaha, Jafarullah Sahab, and young and dynamic coordinator Srinivasulu, and the heads of the department sitting off the dais, my colleagues sitting off the dais, and my dear young and enthusiastic students community. Very good evening to everybody. Everybody, the students, faculty, and entire management also has to learn something, enjoy something, and it has to get something out of this environment. We know that basic things, the responsibility of the management is to create an infrastructure, which is the basic important thing of any institution. We feel that we are able to do it, and we have to able to sustain it. We have to even strengthen it. So every year we understand that, and we are doing that. Second thing, which we have been always talking about, the faculty, and we are also enriching the faculty, the people who have joined us not leaving. Because last more than decade, Professor Jafarullah Sahab joined here, and still he has been giving messages even from one meeting to other meeting, and 1 year to other year. And under with them, many people who joined this college are still remain. And that is the strength of any institution. Because we feel that any faculty is the backbone of the institution. It is not the buildings, labs, library and all these things. Those are the compulsion that has to be created. But the faculty, which a relevant faculty, a committed faculty, a dedicated faculty, that we are able to attract them, retain them. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all the faculty who are sitting on and off the dais. And third thing, with these, whatever we have provided the infrastructure, whatever we have the faculty, and these people has to create an atmosphere by involving all students community. All the students. Actually last 3 years I have seen each and every student of Vidya Jyoti are interested to conduct, are interested to participate, are interested to play in one or the other games or some activities. So that environment should be there. In that environment, everybody wants to learn something. Maybe students from other students, maybe students from the faculty, or some faculty, because today most of the faculty are inspired by our students only. Because the poems written by them, or the speeches given by them, or the dances danced by them. And all this really, this created a new blood, or the purified the blood in our senior people. So that is why our people are able to give more poetic speeches. So we are interested in this environment wherein, in addition to education, all the activities should be there. When a student is going out from this, the student should be a complete student. They should understand the education, they should understand the society. So in understanding the society, all these this only enriches a student. I think the Phoenix 13 or the Phoenix activity in the last 3 years also I have seen, it is actually enriching entire Vidya Jyoti family, Vidya Jyoti community. I hope all the winners may be the love for some time, but everyone who I think all the teachers and other students, the losers or everybody, the organized, everybody enjoyed the program, everybody learned out of it. This only creates a good environment, good thing. Definitely these also helps us in tomorrow. If you want to organize something, this experience helps you. Tomorrow, if you want to become a good software engineer or any other engineer, also these memories only actually makes you to do better things. So the institution's aim is to make a complete student, a complete professional student. We are on that way. I think this is also one of that function. I hope I once again thank our Swaminathan Garu for gracing the occasion. Because they might be very busy with the other general activity, but Saturday only they get time. Even the Saturday also we have taken. On behalf of the entire student community, thank you very much, sir. And also, I want to conclude by congratulate all the people who have participated in this, not the winners or the losers. So with their participation only, this has come to this level. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Of Management and Training Professor, Training Placement Officer P. Satyakiran.
Of the valedictory function, Correspondent Dr. Aishwarya Reddy, Director Dr. P. Vedagopal Reddy Garu, Principal Dr. Padmaja, our Bhishma Pitama, as Sir said, Zafarullah Garu, Srinivasa Garu, and my Guru, Professor Gautam. I have been part of the Anurag group of institutions, more specifically part of VJIT, for about 2.5 years, and I can place this on record with absolute certainty that this has got to be certainly the most exciting technical festival I've been part of in recent times. So congratulations to the team for putting a great show. I think without your active support, this wouldn't have happened. Now let me take a digression for a minute from this. I'm willing to take a bet from each one of you in the audience that if you look at whatever happened in world affairs in the last 20 years, a major chunk of destruction, a major chunk of battles and wars have happened, not because they were battles of ideas or religion, but because all the major battles of the last 20 years have happened over natural resources. And natural resources are getting shrunk by the day, which means the world that we will inhabit in the future will be a very uncertain world. And in that uncertain world will operate people like Dr. Swaminathan Iyer, Dr. Swaminathan Mani, who is an expert in the field of renewable energy. The mantra today, sir, all of us realize here, is clean technology, green technology, and renewable energy. And this is where we are very honored to have Dr. Mani, who is an expert in the field, who has honored us by being the chief guest. Just to give you a perspective on his background, Dr. Mani is an alumni of BITS Pilani, from where he graduated in civil engineering. He followed it up with an MBA from NIT Trichy, and also a PhD in renewable energy from the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies in Dehradun. He is also an acclaimed speaker in the field of green technologies, and he has published numerous articles which have been cited in various national and international journals. Sir, apart from this opportunity that you have given, I'm sure there is a great opportunity for all our students to listen to you in a separate FDP that we hope to organize in the very near future. Thank you very much.
And address the gathering.
It is on the dais, respected teachers and students. I have a tendency to speak very fast, so I'll slow down a lot. A lot of things when I walked in that impressed me here. One is the phenomenal welcome that you gave to the faculty. I have not seen in most institutions, so such love, such affection is unparalleled, which is something very, very good. Second thing is, you are doing a 2-day event, both techno plus cultural is also very rare. We have seen either technical function happening or cultural function happening, which is again something very unique I saw. A lot of things, the number of papers, the number of participants, the number of outstation candidates coming, very, very impressive. This is something, I like, apart from the word Phoenix, as Director Saab explained. It has no death, the Phoenix word mythology. So this should also continue forever. One thing is, I see if I get a captive audience and a mic, I have a tendency to speak for long. So I will consciously leave 4 or 5 key messages for the students. And we will not talk about renewable on this session, but we will talk about renewable some other time. See, if you look at a college per se, this type of function is a soft power that college has. I can recall my own engineering days about 25 years back. 25 years back when I was a student in BITS Pilani, we used to organize a festival and continue to organize a festival called YSS, which itself has become a brand by itself. Okay, and then there is something called Apogee, which is for technical session. YSS is a cultural fest. And everywhere where I go and say I'm an ex-BITSy, and people say, wow, YSS. Nobody says, BITS is so many great, you have so many faculty. That is a soft part of a festival, whether it's a technical or a cultural. So you should start branding this Phoenix, because this is like what when people talk about India, they talk about Bollywood and cricket as a soft power. Okay, similarly, for institution, okay, you have a strong faculty, you have great placement and things like that, which is a hard data about the institute. But what type of research publication you bring, what type of technical research sessions you hold, what type of research funded projects you attract, how many journals you are publishing, these are the soft part of a college, and you are taking the right step. So that is very, very impressive. I thought I should tell you this, and you should continue to do a lot of colloquiums, doctoral colloquiums, master level colloquiums, and bachelor level colloquiums, because increasingly in the industry, in the last 20 years that I've been associated in the industry in various capacities, I was link director also just before this event. Those heroes model is gone. Increasingly, industry don't want heroes who can't work together as a team. They want good people who can work collaboratively, who has no major ego, who can sort of control ego for the overall good of the organization, of the team, of the output. So this type of functions will give you that opportunity to control your ego. If you see here, you would have had several groups working. There is an informal hierarchy being formed. Somebody is a leader, somebody is not. You follow a certain set of people. So these are some of the things you need to build on. A couple of things I wanted to say. If you look at a country like Taiwan, hardly 600 square kilometers, not east, west, south, 600 square kilometers. Today Bangalore is 100 square kilometers. A country which is smaller than a city has 50,000 patents. 50,000 patents registered, for 50 patents every week. We as a country probably will have 50 patents. How are they doing it? They are doing it something similar. There is a huge amount of technical discussions happening. Steve Jobs visited only one country out of the United States, that was Taiwan. He has not been to any other country. So when a small country like Taiwan, which is not even as big as Bangalore, can bring 50,000 patents, 50 patents every week, phenomenal amount of, that is a soft power. Okay, so that type of culture will come from these type of forums. So you should not lose it, that is one. And these type of forums, as somebody said, be humble in success and graceful in defeat. That should be the message. Participating here in a forum like this itself is a success. Success or failure is just relative. Maybe somebody did better. So you should consider yourself that you've been very successful for even coming down here and participating in this type of events. And the prize is not a certificate here. The prize is how much patents we can grow. How can we monetize some of the thought process that you brought here. How we can sort of take it together to a global world. These are some of the things which are success, not what we achieved in just 2 days. And this is a platform for it. I just wanted to report one anecdote. See, when you participate in this type of events, inclusiveness, teamwork I mentioned before, collaborative spirit, these are some of the things, if you look at as an engineer makes the world, that's what people say. See how these type of things help. I'll give you a live example. There's an anecdote I wanted to share with you, a couple of more points after this. This was General Motors. General Motors are, as you all know, one of the top companies in the world in the US. The president of General Motors got a letter. This is very commonly available in Google. This is widely quoted by everyone who has been associated with General Motors. General Motors is a very big client of Satyam, and so we know this firsthand. So the president of General Motors got a letter from a customer saying that, you know what, I got your car, and then we have a habit of going out after dinner as a family to have ice cream. So when we go out and have vanilla ice cream, the car doesn't start after that. Okay, so when we had a strawberry or a chocolate ice cream, the car starts. Please depute someone to fix this problem. Okay, so naturally, if you get this letter, what you just throw it, you junk the letter. And what car doesn't like vanilla ice cream? How is it? The second time the letter went. I know, you think that I am a nutcase, but I'm very serious. This problem we are noticing in your car. So the president then gets little inquisitive what is happening. He deputes one engineer like you, very young engineer who just graduated, and said, boss, go have a look at it. So he goes in the evening because ice cream, after dinner, and so he thought, let me see what's happening. So he goes, and first day they have some other, I think a strawberry or so, and the car starts. Second day it was a different flavor. Third day when he had a vanilla, the car didn't start. Now this engineer is very curious. This is a symptom, okay? I mean, there's nothing to do with ice cream. There's something deeper there. So the engineer then starts modeling it. What time you fill the fuel, how much fuel is there, where all you drove down, who is driving it, is only one person driving it. All types of data is collected. And then they visit the ice cream shop one more time to see what is happening. And the engineer notices that vanilla is the most popular brand in that ice cream shop. So there are too many counters selling vanilla ice creams. Whereas all other brands like chocolate and strawberry and things like that are not that fast moving, so they have a single counter. So when you go and buy a vanilla ice cream, you come out very quickly. Okay, within a couple of minutes. When you go and buy any other ice cream, you take time. So when you come quickly, the engine does not cool down so fast. And there is a vapor lock. When you take time to come out, maybe after strawberry, it gives sufficient time for the engine to cool, and the vapor lock disappears. So that was the problem. It's not ice cream. So the point I want to leave a message is, being engineers, you will be thrown such problems when you go into the real world. And how are you able to see through all the symptoms and reach the real root cause analysis of the problem is what will make you successful. So these are some of the conferences which will help you to think laterally. See, you are coming here, writing exams, you are getting good grades, it is important, and that is what probably get you a job. But that is not enough. Ability to think laterally, ability to think on the feet, ability to work with uncertainty, ability to work with risk, ability to work with vague requirements, ability to work with moving targets. Your requirements is a moving target. In IT, I can tell you the client gives you a requirement every other day, it changes, and you have to sort of honor that. So how are you able to cope this type of diverse type of conflicting ideas, conflicting things is what will make you a superior engineer. Yeah, that is one point I wanted to tell, and this forums like these will give you that opportunity. You will be very, very thankful 25 years down the line, like when I look back, like I'm looking back in my college, these are opportunities which are worth in gold. So please leverage this next year and subsequent years. And one last message I want to tell you is, you should as a student invest in yourself. Okay, your etiquettes, your grooming, your public speaking ability, your ability to conduct such events, take leadership. These are some of the things you should, and reskilling if you need, doing higher education courses. You should not stop learning at all. See, after you pass out from VJIT, I want to settle a job, that should not be your motive unless until there is a family compulsion for you to earn. You should continue to do higher studies, where to go, whether inside or outside India. How are you going to do so? You should be inquisitive enough to keep investing in yourself. Once you get into the industry, you won't have too much time to devote for higher education. So forums like these will help you build your profile, academic profile. Okay, I am 80% from VJIT is one. These are some of the papers I have presented. These are some of the papers I have published. These are some of the conferences I have spoken. These are some of the things which give you admissions in higher seats of learning. I wish you continue this on a grander scale. I am very glad that 1,000 such people have come down from AP and outside. 100 plus events, several papers being presented. I congratulate all the organizers. It's a very, very tough task to do along with your curriculum and curricular activities. Co-curricular activities is very, very important. And I am very glad that you gave me the opportunity to speak to you. I hope there's 2 or 3 messages that I wanted to leave. Build your mental bandwidth to think laterally, out of the box is very, very important. Learn to work in team. The people here, you may probably be competing with them on exams and things like that. These are the people who will be with them forever. So build that alumni network. And last point I want to do is give back to the college. this is what has made you, this place is what has made you, you will never ever, you should never ever forget this place. So as a professional, you should come back for lectures. When you say give back not just money, but your time, which is even more important. You build this alumni network and grow. So these are some of the things I thought I will share with my experiences. I will not take too much time. I'll be available maybe for a few minutes after this event. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity, and I hope I made some sense.
Very informative and motivating speech.
Dr. Swaminathan Mani, I request our correspondent sir to felicitate the chief guest.